Hello YouTube VC, welcome to the Inner Sleeve. I am your host DR. And tonight I have another Vinyl Rivals video for you. And tonight's theme is albums that are later in bands' careers in that 16th studio or 17th studio album category. And I have 3 albums and 3 different bands we're going to check out here. So I'm kind of doing a little bit of a catch up here. Some of these things I've had for a little while now, but I just wanted to finally document them, if you will. So we're going to start with this one, the latest from ACDC, Power Up. This album was released November 13th of 2020, so it's been, been over like a year and a half or so now as I record this video. This was their 17th studio album, I believe, and this one was the first one that they did since Malcolm Young's death. So this was a tribute to Malcolm Young. And I have to say, I really enjoyed this album. I just listened to it here again recently. And as far as ACDC albums go, this is probably my favorite since The Razor's Edge. Really good album. Here's the hype sticker. It says Power Up, the new album featuring Shot in the Dark. Take a look here at the jacket. So it's a really glossy jacket. Cool, ACDC logo there with the stage in the background. And there we have the guys in the band. Take a look here at the gatefold. This is a gatefold. And kind of a cool photo here on the inside. How they did that with multiple poses of the guys in the band kind of together flowing. And we'll see what we have as far as inner sleeve goes or other things. I think it was only an inner sleeve. It's also interesting too. I really don't know why they even bother, but it does. You're not going to see this on video, but it does have the photo also on the inside of where you stick the inner sleeve there in the pocket. Inner sleeve is pretty cool looking. Also super glossy. They really like to use the glossy stuff in this packaging. And there you go. No lyrics though, so you got to listen and figure them out yourself or Google it. On here too, it also with the pictures, it says this one is for Mal. So Malcolm Young, obviously. Pretty cool inner sleeve. I like the artwork on it and the pictures a lot. And then taking a look at the vinyl. So I put mine in this vinyl style inner sleeve, which I actually like these a lot. They're comparable, if not even better than the MoFi ones. Here is the side A label. Again, these are custom labels for the album. Super cool looking. And unfortunate thing here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but it is badly warped. It plays through, but it's badly warped. I did get it out of the discount bin, so I guess I can't complain too much, but I really wish it would have been flat. So the songs on the album, side A, we have Realize, Rejection, Shot in the Dark, Through the Mists of Time, Kick You When You're Down, Witch's Spell. I love all the songs. They're just what you would expect from ACDC. Side B, we have Demon Fire, Wild Reputation, No Man's Land, Systems Down, Money Shot, and Code Red. Good stuff from ACDC. Moving on to the next one that we're going through for Vinyl Rivals tonight, we have Kiss Revenge. Yeah, so this was a little bit of a common theme. I'll get to that in a minute with ACDC. This was their 16th studio album. This was released in May of 1992, I believe. And why it's a common theme is this one is a tribute to the Kiss's drummer, Eric Carr, who passed away prior to this album being released. I believe, there is a drum solo on here by Eric Carr, which is really good. But he did not do a lot of the drumming on the album, I don't believe. So really good album. This one really is an album that kind of got me. I had smashes and thrashes and hits as a kid, so that's where a lot of my ACDC stuff I liked was the hits. But as far as a single album, this is my favorite of all time for me. I've gotten into the rest of the discography and definitely love like Creatures of the Night. Obviously the Kiss Alive albums are good, and there's another 3 or 4 that I have on, or Destroyer. I like Destroyer, and so there's a couple others I got on my list as well that I like. But don't remember all off the top of my head right now. Anyways, taking a look at the jacket. As you guys can tell, this is the German edition, and they can't have those S's that are typical in a Kisses logo because it looks too much apparently like a swastika, like a Hitler SS S, if you will. So none of that allowed, of course. And on the back, a picture of the band. We have the song titles. Songs on here are outstanding. We have Unholy, Take It Off, Tough Love, Spit, God Gave You Rock and Roll. Number 2, Domino. Domino's a great song, love that. Heart of Chrome, Thou Shall Not, Every Time I Look at You, Paralyzed, I Just Wanna, and then the Car Jam 1981. And just love that drum jam by Eric Carr. Good stuff. I'll take a look at the vinyl before we move on to the next one. This is on Mercury label. There's side A, and there's side B. And I almost forgot, I'm going to take this out and look at what we have for an inner sleeve or any other trinkets. This just has an inner sleeve. It's a thick, glossy sleeve. Picture of the band. You got the lyrics for the songs. Good stuff. Good quality pressing. Sounds really good. Really good album. Like I said, one of my favorite Kiss albums. I should mention too that this was Kiss's first top 10 album in the U.S. And like I said, mine is the 2014 German release. Really good. I recommend this pressing for sure. Moving on to the last vinyl arrivals for today, we have Overkill, Electric Age. This is a really outstanding album as well. So this is Overkill's 16th studio album. I believe it was released in March of 2012. So it's 10 years since this came out. This is a really good package here. Nice bright green vinyl. We'll get to that in a minute. This was a record store day edition. First time it was on vinyl. It's 180 gram neon green edition. And take a look at the inside and we'll see what we have for inner sleeves. Oh, there's a hype sticker. It states that it's from Record Store Day. Really cool. Really like the artwork on here. Looks pretty sweet. Here we have the inside of the gatefold. Lyrics on one side. Picture of the band on the other. And there was just a plain paper sleeves for this one. On the back we have the song titles. So talk about the song titles here quick and then we'll switch over to the vinyl. Side A, you got Come and Get It, Electric Rattlesnake, Wish You Were Dead. Side B, Black Days, Save Yourself, Drop the Hammer Down, 21st Century Man. Again, I like a lot of these songs. I can't think of a bad song on this album. Side C, we have Old Wounds, New Scars, All Over But the Shouting, Good Night. And then we move into the extra content in this package where we got Horoscope Live, obviously one of their classic songs from a classic album. And on side D, we have Long Time Dying, also live, Necroshine live, and Walk Through Fire live. So in addition to the standard album, you also get those live tracks here on this edition. And since both of these LPs look the same, we'll just take a look at the one here. Here's what it looks like on the one side. It's that bright green neon vinyl. This is good sound quality, good pressing. So kind of an interesting mix of 3 albums there by 3 different bands, kind of that 16, 17 studio album category. 2 albums dedicated to former band members that passed away. Pretty cool stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and keep those turntables spinning. See ya.